From the Newstalk ZB newsroom, this is Newsfix.
In this update, Foreign Affairs Minister Winston Peters has spoken to US Secretary of State Antony Blinken this morning. The pair discussed the importance of the two nations' partnership and strengthening cooperation. Among the topics was the situation in Ukraine and the Israel-Gaza conflict. More court information relating to sex offender Jeffrey Epstein and his associate could be revealed soon. Some documents relating to a case against Epstein's partner Ghislaine Maxwell have now been unsealed by a US court. Disgraced royal Prince Andrew among those named in connection to Epstein. CNN crime correspondent Shimon Prokopecz reports more are expected.
The documents are expected to include nearly 200 names, including some of Epstein's accusers, prominent business people, and politicians.
A blip in the weather for the top half of the country before the summer sun returns. There's rain in store for many parts of the North Island today as a front moves north while it clears in the South Island. Met Service forecaster Alistair Gorman says the situation is largely the same tomorrow before the front weakens.
And then we do get a high come along. So certainly tomorrow, South Island's looking pretty good. And by Sunday, most places are actually probably a lot better than they have been for the last couple of days.
Former Paralympic champion Oscar Pistorius is due to be released from jail on parole nearly 11 years after murdering his girlfriend Riva Steenkamp. He shot her multiple times through a bathroom door on Valentine's Day in 2013, claiming he thought she was a burglar. Pistorius was sentenced to 13 years and 5 months in prison in 2016. The BBC reports Pistorius will be monitored by authorities until his sentence officially expires, meaning he'll have to notify his parole officer if he wants to move home or get a job. And British actress Glynis Johns, who played Mrs. Banks in Mary Poppins, has died aged 100. That's news. I'm Max Toll. To sport and to cricket.
Let's take the same, the ball is in the same. You never take for granted the baggy green.
Yeah, the hunt is over for David Warner's baggy green Australian Test cricket cap. Details are sketchy as to how the item disappeared and where it was found, but the retiring opener has the treasure back after a nationwide search. Warner says he's grateful to those involved in locating the cap, the Qantas team, the freight company, the hotel, and their team management. Meanwhile, the third day of the third test between Australia and Pakistan in Sydney is starting now. The hosts are 116 for 2 in reply to the visitors' 313. Only 46 overs were possible yesterday. That's sport.
For more news, listen to Newstalk ZB live on iHeartRadio.